Both clubs, both managers have sampled Wembley highs and lows in recent years. Tranmere were beaten here just last weekend by Birmingham in the Leyland Dab Cup final. A year ago, they lost the playoff final to Notts County, conquerors of Bolton in last season's semi-final.
There's not a better place in the world to come and play your football, and obviously we're very, very proud to be performing on here today.
It's even better if you win.
Well, obviously, at this stage of the season, it doesn't matter how you play, you've got to win.
What would second division football mean to Tranmere Rovers?
Everything. We've worked so hard for 3 years to come from the fourth, hoping for the first, and you know, we were virtually there last season and missed it. It was a big sickener for us. Here we are again, knocking on the door, and I hope it opens today.
21-year-old Sean Garnett has been drafted into the Tranmere defence in preference to Steve Vickers. Johnny King's other big decision was over a replacement for the injured Neil McNabb, and Dave Martindale got the vote ahead of captain Jimmy Harvey. The club's record goalscorer Ian Muir, one of the absentees on the Rovers casualty list. Two teams all geared up to play their football in the second division. Both have the support, both have the facilities. Neither is short on potential, but only one of them will be promoted. Defeat's going to be a very difficult thing for the other to stomach. Another season in the third will seem almost like relegation. Barry Cowdrill, who's seen plenty of the ball down the left-hand side, enjoying his little excursions into Tranmere territory. Cunningham so strong in possession. Thompson finding Comstead. Hughes beating Philliskirk to it. Higgins. Cooper. On for Chris Malkin. It might even fall for Kenny Irons. He's beaten Brown to it! Good effort by Irons. In the absence of Tranmere's all-time leading scorer Ian Muir, they've been looking more and more for Kenny Irons to nip forward from midfield and poach a goal or two. And he almost poached the most important of his life then. On all fronts. Martindale. Header away by Thompson. And as far as Martindale again. Irons trying to slip it square to Morrissey. Tackled by Storer. Brown and though for Thomas. Martindale. He's played Thomas in here. Bolton stretched. Tony Thomas. Cooper was in. Just wouldn't fall for him. And somehow Bolton smuggled the ball clear. Devilish cross from Thomas. But nobody could quite apply the finishing touch. Steve Cooper came closest. Beautifully played in by Martindale. And Bolton were 6s and 7s here, but somehow they recovered inside their 6-yard box. And I think this is Bolton's stiffest examination so far. Hughes and Garnett are forward from the back. It's Malkin who's in there! No goal. Referee wants the free kick taken again. Wait for the whistle. Indirect, you can see the referee's arm raised in the foreground. Tony Thomas. Malkin hit the crossbar. Chance for Irons. Smuggled away. Important challenge by Julian Darby. Malkin's getting closer and closer. That thudded against the bar. So much space for Chris Malkin, but he couldn't quite pick out the spot that he wanted. Flick on by Malkin. Morris is in, just wide. That's how important this match is to these two teams. Tranmere Rovers know they're on the verge of a breakthrough, but they just can't make it. That time Malkin turned provider. He managed to get the flick on, and Morris's poke was what? 2 feet wide. Reed's first contribution is to win a throw in. Here is David Reed. He's such a willing worker in the Bolton cause. Really endeared himself to the Bolton fans. Steve Thompson, Murray Cowdrell, tried his luck, hit Hughes, might come for Derby, good save by Nixon. First time he's really been stretched in the match, and he was equal to the challenge. A thunderous shot from Julian Derby. Bounced rather fortunately off Hughes into Derby's path, but he really got hold of it. Spectacular save. Corner quickly taken. Reached beyond the far post. Higgins did just enough. Dora. Tony Philliskirk trying to turn and get it onto his left foot. Hughes managed to knock it away from him and almost into Stora's path. This is Comstiff. Good cross, wait by Garnett. Well for Irons to clear. It could just as easily have fallen for David Rees. Steve Thompson will take the corner. Headed away by Garnett. Derby trying to get in there. Handball appeals a little bit optimistic. Higgins tidying up this time. Thomas finding Morrissey. Brannan's made a run ahead of him, and Jed Brannan is onside. Great chance here for Jed Brannan. Saved by Felgate. What an opportunity for Malkin. He's done it! It had to be Malkin, didn't it? 8 minutes to the first period of extra time gone, and Chris Malkin gives Tranmere Rovers the lead. Jed Brannan, whose goal got Tranmere to Wembley, made the initial incursion into the Bolton penalty area. Felgate stopped him with his feet, but Malkin took his time and drove it through a posse of players into the corner of the net. Chris Malkin puts Tranmere Rovers on the verge of second division football. Ouch. Oof. Right on the chin, wasn't it? Bolton corner. Headed away by Thomas. Shot from Brown! Julian Derby almost touched it in. Phil Brown so close to providing a captain's equaliser. Struck it so sweetly. No question of offside against Derby, because he's the man who almost got the touch there. They've done it. There's a third major cause in Merseyside football. Tranmere Rovers are promoted to the second division for only the second time in their history, on the back of a goal from substitute Chris Malkin. Their turn has come, and Everton and Liverpool had better watch out. The Wembley tears of 12 months ago, the Wembley tears of 6 days ago, are replaced by smiles as wide as the Mersey Tunnel. And for the first time in over half a century, Tranmere Rovers will play in the second division. Johnny King, their victorious manager, is with Robert McCaffrey.
Johnny, they made you wait a long while for that, didn't they?
Oh, what a wonderful game of football for the fans. But we've opened that door, you know, and we've gone through it today. And the lads, you can't be more proud than for a manager, you know, what I've seen there today. They've given blood. And of course, the goal took a long time coming, but when it did come, it was sweet.
It was fitting that Chris Malkin could score. It hit the bar, had one disallowed.
Well, you've seen Staley come off with a bad injury, and Malkin's come on and he's worked and he's got himself 4 or 5 great chances. But anyway, he's got the winner for us, and it was sweet. Beautiful.
Is that your greatest moment in football?
It's got to be. It makes you fill up, you know, because we've done it for Merseyside. Wonderful.
Johnny, many congratulations.
Thank you.
It'll be a goalkeeper, Eric Nixon, shades of Dave Besant in 1988, who'll collect the 2-foot-high silver standard from the Barclays Bank executive Jeff Miller. But it's not the trophy, it's the reward. It was here at Wembley that they announced their intentions by beating Wimbledon and Newcastle and holding Nottingham Forest in a centenary celebration. 3 years on, they have a Leyland Duff Cup and now 2 promotions to celebrate. It's second division football for Tranmere Rovers.